So my name is Martino Picardo. I'm chairman of Discovery Park and I'm also the science ambassador for the park. Community Lab at Discovery Park is a unique and exciting collaboration and partnership between Discovery Park, Pfizer, who bring world-class scientific expertise, and Canterbury Christ Church University and other institutional organisations. And it's about enthusing and exciting science and STEM students about potential career opportunities that exist on the Science Park.
My name's Don Clark. I work at Pfizer. I work in the materials characterisation group, making sure that our products are available all around the world. My job title is CSI manager. It actually stands for Chemistry and Spectroscopy Investigations. But most people would be familiar with CSI as a term, and that's pretty much what I do, apart from look at fingerprints and dead bodies. The types of things that you'll see on the television, I actually use a number of those in my day-to-day job in terms of analysing what materials are.
In the initial phases of the community lab, what we've established is a laboratory space where we can bring schools and their teachers to the Science Park, and they can engage in the laboratory on specific experiments and give them access to state-of-the-art instrumentation and world-class leading academic expertise and industrial expertise, and get them excited about why those experiments are so important in creating new drugs and new opportunities.
A community lab has actually come together by a number of ideas that have all merged together. I've always had an interest in science, and the light bulb moment was when I talked to a teacher at a school. She admitted that the amount of money that they spent on practical science per pupil, per child, was less than the cost of a Big Mac, and that their most valuable resource in terms of teaching science was a photocopier. Because with a photocopier, you can have diagrams, pictures, information. You can do a virtual experiment enough to get you pass you a question in an exam. But in terms of being inspirational or exciting and potential careers, it has zero value. So I've always wanted to get science back into the classroom. So I started a program called Lab in a Box, which was getting scientific equipment into schools. And the criteria were that schools either couldn't afford them, or if they could afford them, they wouldn't, there was no return on investment. But those pieces of kit were things that would come up in science curriculum.
I'm Pamela Lithgow, and I'm the lab manager of Canterbury Christ Church University. Canterbury Christ Church University support Community Lab by offering up the facilities of the laboratory. And the reason we do that, the key element for us, is the community. It's in the name. And the elements around that are, we've got the students, and everyone talks about how beneficial it is for them, through university, through to the industry. And what Community Lab does is give us a situation in which to bring all that together. It benefits the students in a massive way, but it benefits absolutely everyone that has an interaction with the laboratory in ways that we wouldn't have predicted when we started the project. So we work with many people to facilitate Community Lab working, and a real pivotal member of the team are the STEM Hub. We have the local STEM Hub who provide us with the ambassadors, and without them and their support with the administrative side, Community Lab wouldn't be able to run in the way that it does.
We have really ambitious plans for the Community Lab and its evolution into the next stage of development. We see really exciting opportunities engaging beyond the current science students into both earlier primary schools and also later with BTEC type students, and give them the same opportunity to get excited about science and careers in science parks.
So I'm Nikki Gravel from Goodwin Academy. Today we are here looking at polymers. We are testing or making 3 different polymers. So we're making nylon, styrene and a thermosetting polymer, and we've brought Year 11s to have a go at doing these experiments.
So the Community Lab is a great partnership. We're in Canterbury Christ Church University space. We have Pfizer colleagues facilitating, providing tours. We have people from York Bios who are also facilitators and provide tours of their space. So when students come here, not only do they do science that they can't do in their own schools, but they actually get to see some of the facilities we have here. Small companies doing analysis for companies all over the country, to a pilot plant supplying new pharmaceuticals for clinical trials. They get to see all of that. Hopefully we spread a message that, you know, it's not just Pfizer down the road. There are lots of other science companies who all have their part in the UK's infrastructure.
Hi, my name's Emily Stratton. I'm currently a university placement year student at Pfizer in the role of undergraduate community and STEM project manager. So today I got the opportunity to come in and get training to be a lab facilitator for the community lab. It was actually a really great experience. I was able to use lots of new equipment that I hadn't seen before, and it's to help us understand all the equipment so that we can then help aid teachers and help the students when they come in for their community lab sessions.
It's more than just the lab coming here, so it's the experience of driving up to the Discovery Park, seeing all of the fantastic buildings and the factories, coming through Discovery Park and seeing all the other tenants. The whole day as well, it's not just the lab, we get to go on a tour of the Pfizer sites or the Discovery Park sites, and they get careers talks as well from the tenants here and from the facilitators, and it's just so inspirational for all of our students to come here and see the whole thing.
Community Lab is a unique experience for the students. Nowhere else will they come and get so much diversity in terms of what they do and who they see, who they speak to. What we want to do is change lives and make people think about other, you know, there is a future in science. It's not all about rocket scientists. There are all sorts of jobs that we need in our industry, and we're hoping that Community Lab goes some way to fill those positions.
I think Community Labs is both a unique and a very exciting opportunity for STEM and science and schools to engage with locations that have jobs and career opportunities. And based on my experience across the UK in other science parks, I think Discovery Park does more and does it better than any other science park in the UK.
When we started this project, we thought we were just going to be targeting A-level chemistry students. In the few months that we've actually been running, that our whole perception's changed. We've actually had students in here that are at schools, which is their last chance, scared to come in through the door, and they've had the best day of their lives in here.
My name's Hope. My name's Melandra. When I grow up, I want to be a marine biologist. When I grow up, I'd like to be a hairdresser. It doesn't go very well.
Thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to us.